cannot afford to improvise against an armed android.
I have no intention of doing so. Now, if you've quite finished lecturing me, I suggest we go back to the TARDIS and get started.
I was all dashing about and playing cricket and my voice going all squeaky when I shouted. I still do that. The voice thing, I got that from you.
I do that too sometimes, in case you haven't noticed. Doctor Who. It's been around for 50 years. And it's one of my favourite shows. I've had the honour of meeting the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, my favourite classic Doctor. Every Doctor Who fan has their own favourite Doctor. Usually it's their first Doctor. For me, my favourite is Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. He's adventurous, funny, and he was my first. Well, first when I really got into the show. I'd seen 2 episodes of the 10th Doctor David Tennant before. As we all may know, Matt Smith will be leaving us this year. But as a tribute to him, for this review, I'll be wearing a bow tie. Bow ties are cool. Because Doctor Who is such a big franchise, naturally there's lots of media cashing in on it, including video games. I'll be reviewing one such today from the early 90s. First up comes a screen that says Configuration, Joysticks and Sound Blaster. So here we have, I guess, a rendition of Sylvester McCoy's intro. This isn't the best 8-bit version of the Doctor Who theme I've heard. Fans have made better, but not bad for a first attempt ever. Apparently for other versions apart from Windows, there were better versions. And then, tradition of Doctor Who intros, there's the Doctor's face. In this case, the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy. And the logo from the Tom Baker era.
This is only the beginning. We will prepare, we will grow stronger. When the time is right, we will emerge and take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe. Exterminate!
The voices are quite well digitized. That looks nice enough. Copyright BBC 1973 to 1992. The first Doctor Who episode aired in 1963. When you list copyright years, you're supposed to list the year of the earliest appearance of the franchise. If you don't get your facts right, you're going to disappoint fans, and the fact that these guys couldn't get a fact right, which they legally should have gotten right, is a bit of a concern. And here are the preset high scores. I see what they did here. They put in the first name of the actors who played the Doctor. And then once they run out of Doctors, they go for the name of the last 3 companions of the classic series. Then we get this opening scene. Earth, year 2254, the planet Skaro. Davros, in the presence of the Emperor Dalek, addresses his battle command. Over the past 100 years, we have witnessed the human race advance their scientific knowledge to the point of becoming a threat. It is time for this problem to be rectified. The invasion begins. Exterminate! must destroy the pods and reverse the beams before Davros turns the Earth into a Dalek production planet. And here we get to choose what characters to play and if we have a 1-player or 2-player game. The first player has the option of the 7th Doctor, the 2nd Doctor, or the 4th Doctor. The second player has the choice of Ace or the Brigadier. Shame they don't have a few more options. Be kinda nice to play Romana or Sarah Jane. Anyway, let's start the game. So what you get? A side-scrolling shooter. Now, when you start off, you'd think you'd use the arrow keys to move around. But no, you don't. You use Q and A and O and P. The arrow keys, that makes sense because, well, why wouldn't they be? WSAD, which is used in many modern computer games, also makes sense because they're in a similar position, but Q, A, and OP, you have to use 2 hands for basic direction for that. What were they thinking? If you're too far to the edge of the screen, these 2 Daleks appear shooting you. Why are the Daleks on hover thingies? Sylvester McCoy's Dalek serial, Remembrance of the Daleks, established the addition of Daleks having the ability to hover, rendering stairs jokes obsolete. This makes you wonder if the developers even watch Doctor Who. Leave me alone! This is a bit inconvenient because as you go further to the right of the screen, you also go faster. And there are lots of things to dodge. The way health, lives, and continued works here doesn't go out too well. After taking damage, you don't get post-damage invincibility, you continue taking damage. You don't get post-damage invincibility until you lose a life. And when you lose a life, you don't go back to the beginning. The good news is you get an excessive number of continues, but this really goes against the way video games should be. Continues act like lives, lives act like health, and health, just ensures you take lots of damage. Okay, that is just annoying. The boss comes up from the exact spot where you're safe from the Daleks. There really isn't any strategy with this boss. I mean, there is a pan, but it's really hard to dodge it, so you just have to press the spacebar like crazy, hoping you'll kill it. What did this monster have to do with the Daleks? In fact, what did any of the other monsters apart from the Daleks have to do with the Daleks either? And what did the guys I had to rescue do with the Daleks? And why am I in a sewer? Alright, now there's just one hit. This shouldn't be too hard. Come on, die, 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 die! Whew. What, is that a grenade? What's the Doctor doing with a grenade? Explosives is the department of his companion at the time, Ace. What? 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 That came without warning. I was in the middle of 2 people firing at me. So we transition into a platforming side-scroller. You kill enemies by shooting lasers from the sonic screwdriver. That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, the sonic screwdriver is not a laser. At no point does the Doctor go pew, pew with his sonic screwdriver. At the start of the level, one of the big problems is that 2 of the enemies are below the curb, and you have to go down in order to shoot them. If you try shooting them from above, you won't hit them. In order to kill the Dalek, you need to get grenades. So that's what the grenades were for. But a lot of the time, they'll go over the Dalek. These enemies take a lot of hits. I guarantee they'll hit you a few times before you kill them. That's another problem with not having post-invincibility after taking damage. This level does not follow a straightforward pattern
once you get to the far right, you can't go any further, so you have to go around looking for a way to progress. Ugh, come on. Oh, that's nice. How was I supposed to know? Oh. Failing in his mission, the Doctor tries to escape.
Exterminate!
The stun wears off. You have been caught, Doctor. So the future of planet Earth is in my hands, and no one can stop me now. If I could just... I'll try again. Oh, I'm not even sure why I did. I just held down the spacebar and if one blew up, I didn't even see the grenade go out. Odd. You can actually climb down from the curb to shoot guys. But still, why does the curb need to be there? This whole thing is just so cluttered, I'm not sure what to do. Okay, then I go into this and rescue... Maybe if I go to the other end of the screen... Ah, come on, that's annoying.
These controls are so awkward, I find myself moving around unintentionally.
Get to the platform. Ugh. Alright, what was the point of that area?
I give up.
Hey!
Whoa!